Hi guys, today I've got a watercolor painting of, well, I guess it's a poster of Hamtaro Heartbreak. Heartbreak is a game very near and dear to my heart. It's actually the first game I ever owned personally, and I love it to pieces. And when I turned it on the other day, I realized that my game had lost its ability to save properly. Like, the save file keeps getting corrupted and it won't save any of my progress beyond a certain point. Sometimes it does, but other times, most of the time, it does not. And that makes me very, very sad. So I decided to do this as a tribute so that even if I can't fix my game or find another way to play it, that I still have this picture to remind me of what a great game it is. Because it's, honestly, it's such a good game. I highly recommend it, even if you don't like Hamtaro. It's just wonderfully designed and written and just beautiful. Anyway, so here I'm using masking fluid so that some of the parts of the painting won't get paint on them. I used it in parts I wanted to keep white, like the highlights, I guess. It's more of their pupils in Hamtaro and Biju's eyes, as well as parts of the love meter, which is an object from the game. I also tried using my new liquid watercolor that I bought in a hot pink color because, as I explained in another video, my double primary palette can make a lot of colors, but it can't make hot pink. So I decided to try it for this piece because I was going to use a lot of pinks and yellows. And I think it worked alright. I'm a little disappointed that the color's so fluorescent. I expected it to be more of a darker pink color, but I guess I should have picked a different pink. There were a lot of different options, and I guess I just picked the wrong one, so oops. I picked the one called Fuchsia, so if you're looking for a darker pink like I was, don't go for that one. This was also my first time painting flowers, at least on a serious artist level, so that was kind of cool. I actually did a Hamtaro piece a very, very long time ago where Hamtaro and Biju and I think Penelope were reaching for a sunflower, but I have not really gone back to the subject matter since then, and it has probably been over 10 years since I did that painting, so this was fun to go back to. As always, I like to do the background first before even touching the characters. That makes sure I at least attempt to finish the piece rather than leave it be because I don't feel like coloring the background. It's a process and it works for me, so I'll keep on doing it if I have to. Here I'm just coloring in Hamtaro and Biju, at least the little bit of color they do need, since they're mostly white. I think the light pink I used for their paws and the inside of their ears was a little too light, but I didn't want it to be fluorescent, so I didn't want to use the liquid watercolor I bought. I ended up mixing white watercolor paint as well as a little bit of extra purple I had lying around to make this kind of really, really pale pinky color. And it worked okay. It's better in person than it is on the video. I think on the video it's way too light. And now I'm just painting in the love meter, which I left for last because I was actually unsure what I wanted to do for it. I knew I wanted it to have rainbow liquid, but I wasn't sure how to go about that exactly. But then I realized, well, I guess you just kind of do a rainbow gradient, and gradients aren't that hard. I know how to do gradients, and it wasn't actually as hard as I thought, so I guess that's a lesson for me. Just try a little bit, and maybe it'll go well. Sometimes it does. I had a little bit of problems finishing up this piece. The lining was going okay until I removed some of the masking fluid, and it ripped up some of the paper around Hamtaro's eye. That kind of sucked, but I was able to fix it alright just by ripping off the little bit of paper and drawing over it. Thankfully, that was mostly near the part that I had to line with the Staedtler pen anyway, so that was very lucky. It could have been a lot worse. And in fact, it was a lot worse in the corner near Bijou. After I finished the piece, I actually had a problem with it sticking to the board. But I managed to get it off without completely ruining it, so that was good. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this particular piece. If you haven't played Hamtaro Heartbreak, I highly suggest looking it up and trying it out. And that's all I'm gonna say, so I'll see you guys later. Bye!